actually pick my outfits with the Holy Spirit. We literally have a conversation and I'm like, oh, I want to wear this. It's like, no, wear this. This is better for today.
Seriously?
I'm telling you.
It's time to talk.
Please make welcome Toby to the show today. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, you look, I don't know. Do you pick your colors or you just wake up and you know what to wear?
Okay, because I don't want this to sound fit-based, but I actually pick my outfits with the Holy Spirit. We literally have a conversation and I'm like, oh, I want to wear this. It's like, no, wear this. This is better for today.
Seriously?
I'm telling you.
Let's get to know who you are.
Okay. My name is Gusi Tobby Lord Williams. Everybody who loves me calls me Lord T of Impact. Now the Lord T is because my name is Lord Williams and my initial T, Toby. So the Lord and the T, Lord T. And then the Impact is because of the work I do in the social development space.
How did the name come in place? Because I know you have a lot of things you're doing.
Yes, please.
A lot of things. You're a guest speaker, you're colorful, so how did you come to put all these names together? When did you decide to say, you know what? Because normally we all have a point where we say, no, I have to fix it like this.
Yeah.
When was that point for you when you say, okay, this is how I want my name? Yes.
I think for me, I'm one of the very privileged persons that my parents helped me identify on time, my gifts. So it wasn't, I mean, I hear stories, I go for events and I hear people say, you know, there's always the grass to grace story. There was always the, oh, I found myself at 25. I found myself very early in life. My parents were the kinds that they identified the gifts in their children and they helped them, they spurred them to, you know, elevate on that path. So unlike some other parents that might, oh, you're talking too much, and I'm like, keep quiet, you're talking too much. My parents understood that, okay, there's a gift here, we need to channel it right. Oh, you like to help people. Some other people, especially here in Nigeria, they call it oversabi. My parents knew that, okay, she likes to help people, she can be volunteering. You know, just different things here and there that they saw that I could do and they were able to, and that's the beautiful thing about exposure. So my parents were well exposed and that's why they could identify, okay, this is a gift. Even if some people will see it as a decadence, no, we have to channel it the right way. So that's how I was able to find my path the right way and see that, okay, at the end of the day, my goal should be impact. The journey, the means to which I reach my goal, which is impact, might be different. Because I mean, I started out with volunteering. Now I've branched out into executive services. It can be something else tomorrow, but the goal is always impact. So the means can change, but the goal is impact. And like I said, my parents helped me early enough to identify these gifts.
Wow. We'll be right back.
Catch up on our weekly programs on the Tiny Kranda show, from pillow talk to talk shows and kitchen sessions. The streets are not left out, as we also engage via our street hangouts and student dialogue. Entertainment at its peak with music star and sports review with a host of other exciting programs. Tune into our YouTube channel and other social media channels at the Kaine Kranda show to stay engaged all day long.
You know, when you say early in life, someone would think you're like, you know, you're advanced. You're very young.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you're
extremely.
I know women don't say their age.
Okay. Why?
But will you mind? Yeah. No,
why don't they say their age?
No, most women don't like to say their age. Either they say they are younger, you know, like they are 20 for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or they're 30 for a long time.
So I feel like if you've not achieved a lot in life, that's why you don't see where you're headed. That's when you try to reduce your age. I feel like it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's childish. It just shows that the person doesn't see ahead and they are actually living a lie. Because what's the point of saying, oh, I'm younger or I'm older, when you can actually live your age and fulfill the amazing things you can fulfill with that age? You don't know who is going to be inspired just listening and saying, oh, this person is this age and she has been able to do this, or she's older. It doesn't mean anything. It means you don't even value yourself at the level that you're in.
How old are you?
I'm 27 at the moment.
You sound so confident. You know, talking to you, honestly, you are so confident. Like, you speak with boldness. You don't, you know, you understand. How did you, I know you said everything, like your parents helped you and all that, but sometimes parents can help you. Like in Nigeria, people set up their businesses and they bring their children from UK, come managing them. and they don't do anything. Do you understand? They have the money, but they don't have what it takes to do it. So your parents could have helped you, but then there was something else inside of you.
So yeah, like I said, the greatness started early. They identified it, helped me, channeled me through the right paths, took me through the amazing schools that I went to, and then aside the schools, because there's just a whole lot the four walls of the schools can teach you. There were platforms. So early in life, my parents always wanted me to go for self-esteem events, confidence events. So you have these events where they are doing, made for more. They're saying, and people are like, oh, she's too young to go. And my mother was like, no, they're not too young. So all my sisters, everybody goes. When you see us out there, we have this audacity that people cannot understand. Like, why do you have this much audacity? No, we've seen other women. So there is a frame of reference that we're looking at. So for young people our age at the time, their frame of reference were always making them timid and shy. But our frame of reference were usually powerful women. You're seeing the Chimamandas, you're seeing the Ngozi Okonjo-Iwealas. So that's your frame of reference. So anytime I think of an amazing woman that I want to map out as, okay, I want to think
be
of
like,
that's the person in my frame of reference. I'm not thinking about some other people. I can't call any names. I don't know them. They are not in my frame of reference. But yeah, I can't call all of that. So when I look at those women, they're not timid. They're not shy. They're confident. They have audacity. And that's because they have content. So that's the difference. So usually when people are also timid, it's also lack of, okay, I don't have anything on the inside, but they're well packaged, but there's nothing on the inside. So they would rather not want to come out. So it's an embodiment of a lot of things.
No, it tells all of. Now you talk about volunteering.
Yes.
In this part of the country, people see volunteering as being slavery. You understand, you're not being paid. Why would I be a volunteer? What's in for me? That's the word is common. Yeah. What's in for me? They're mental. Now, what is volunteering to you? And why did you choose to do that?
So for me, because I started really early in life, and then why I decided to go into professional volunteering, because there's volunteering where I can just come to Kaine and be excited, like, oh, I love what you do, I want to volunteer for you. But then there's the professional aspect of volunteering where it is skill-based. I have a skill and I'm willing to offer it and my time and maybe my resources to you at no cost. Now, volunteering is you picturing, at the end of the day, we are preaching the gospel of it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Somebody will only feel like, oh, they used me and I didn't get anything, because you did not even plan yourself in the first place. So if I'm going to volunteer for an organization, I already timed myself. I'm going to give them 6 months of my time. And the thing is, I must give them my all to be able to receive better at the end of the day. So you see a lot of people, they want to go to an organization and you want to use the organization to maybe make a name for yourself or get to meet some certain caliber of people, but you don't want to give your all. At the end of the day, you're going to feel used because you had an ulterior motive.
Exactly.
But if you go with a clear heart, no, I want to serve. And then that's the beautiful thing about service. All my life I've been serving. I came from an extremely privileged background. At least we're not begging for salt or anything from neighbors. Extremely privileged, but there was this service mindset that my parents imbibed in us, that we're always willing to serve. So we're always ready to serve, always willing to serve. And then that service mindset alone, it takes you places, because there's a lot of self that you remove from what you do and a lot more of service.
Exactly.
So when you're serving, there's no ego, there's no attitude. There's no, oh, I'm bigger than this place, I'm bigger. You don't do all of that because you're serving. Now, young people, especially my generation these days, there's a lot of ego. There's a lot of they don't want to delay gratification. So I'm working for Kranda as a volunteer. I want to become Kranda tomorrow. Kranda took years to build. Are you ready to stay the cause? So there's a whole lot of things that encompasses volunteering, especially when it comes to skill-based. Basically, what we preach is be ready to serve and give your 100%. Because if you want to be like, oh, I want to be like Gusi Tobby, look at where she is. I'm like, are you ready to give your 100?
Exactly.
The me you're seeing, the glitz and glam on Instagram, when I started, I got my hands dirty. I didn't have to. I mean, my father could have provided everything I wanted, but I needed, because it was just a passion. It was just something I loved.
You went to create your own story.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't about, who my father was or who, no.
Yeah.
I love that. I needed to create my own story as well. So that was how I got into it, did everything I did, and then served wholeheartedly. Serve with your heart, like give everything. And trust me, it comes back. It wouldn't come back. I'm still reaping the benefits of my volunteering experiences. Being invited to this show is one of it.
Wow.
You wouldn't have invited me if there was no Girl Hub Africa. I'm still reaping the benefits of just those volunteering that I did years and years ago.
You know why? Because this is coming from you. I can feel you. This is not a common thing in Nigeria. I know there are many people that are genuine, but I tell you, most people will tell you money is not everything. Oh, no, let's do. But at the end of the day, money is everything. I'm so honored to meet you because I feel very happy when I meet people that are genuinely saying this is what I do, because giving your all to something, to someone's vision, you think you're selling or you think you're being used, but you're benefiting.
And people only
more.
use people that are useful. So you are useful, that's why you're being used.
Yeah.
So I never feel used. If I ever get to the point where I feel used, I'm grateful. I'm like, wow, I'm so useful that somebody can use me. That means there's more. I can tap into more.
I think it's just a mental mind thing.
Exactly. It's a mindset.
And then, I think most of us need that orientation to understand that, look, you're not being used. You're actually fulfilling your dreams. Because in this path, you begin to discover who you are. And things begin to come out of you that you don't know that you ever had. It's so honored to talk to you. But I cannot leave you without asking you.
Okay.
That thing you said about Holy Spirit directing you what to wear.
Yes.
It is very, very, very confusing for those that will not understand. No, because I cannot understand how you can tell me what to tell every day.
I'm telling you.
Like you don't keep your outfit for the week. Like every morning you have to know what.
I'm telling you. So, how would I say this? Okay, so let me start from the. I have a partner that is very spiritual. He is really, really spiritual. So being with a partner like that, also helped me with my journey into becoming a spiritual person. I was born into a Christian home, but there is being born into a Christian home and finding God for yourself. They're two different things.
Exactly.
And then when you find God for yourself, building a relationship and then having a connection with the Holy Spirit is a totally different ballgame. Because a lot of people, we go to church, we play church, we have activities in church, but knowing God for yourself and having a relationship with the Holy Spirit
is a different ballgame.
It's a different thing. So it was something that I started to build. And then I got to the point where I want to wear something. Initially it just started like I was hearing myself. So, and then I just felt like, oh, it's something telling me, because we can identify. Which is why we need to fellowship more with the Holy Spirit. So I'm like, something just told me. But I got to a point where even for my makeup, I do everything myself. And then I have this thing I call the Holy Spirit of Beauty. So when I want to start, I'm like, okay, Holy Spirit of Beauty, we're starting today. Oh yeah, which one should we do? And then I just finished and I'm like, okay, I just glam myself up, I look good. And sometimes I already put on something really nice I want to wear, and I'm like, okay, which one should I mix and match? I'm like, this one will be nice, this one will be nice. Many a time you will feel like it's you talking to yourself.
Yeah.
But you need to be discerning. That's why we should pray for the spirit of discernment at every point in time. Just pray, Lord, please give me the spirit of discernment, because the same way Nigerians, we only talk about discernment when we say, oh, we wanted to pass this street and I passed this street. Something happened. That's the only discernment in here, But there are different levels of discernment. Yeah. A discernment can tell me, oh, Kranda is going to meet you at this time. This is what you're going to talk about. That's a deeper level of discernment that a lot of people don't tap into because we're used to just the one I explained. Yeah. So that's the level of discernment I've gotten to. So sometimes I'm speaking with my partner all the time and I'm like, oh, I want to wear this. And then the Holy Spirit just, oh, send him this and this. And we're like, and then he just gives the confirmation, oh yeah, this is good. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even think this was going to be good. But yeah, it came out all good. So yeah, that's how it works for me most times.
You are elegant.
Thank you.
You are confident. You are beautiful, and you are bold. And what else can a woman look for? You have everything it takes. It's so beautiful talking to you today.
Thank you.
Guys, I don't know what you're looking for, but I tell you, if you've not learned anything today, learn sacrifice. Learn sacrifice. It could be in the forest, wherever you find yourself, you're there for a purpose. Understand why you're there, and don't grumble. And don't think you're wasting your time, because that could just be a training place for you to come out strong till you come your way again.
It's time to talk.